When you definitely hear that sound, you know, of course, it is the UEFA Champions League, and Real Madrid will be up against Bayern Munich at the famous Santiago Bernabeu. Remember that Real Madrid is under the guidance of the very experienced Carlo Ancelotti, and Bayern Munich, on the other hand, is under the tutelage and guidance of Thomas Tuchel. The second leg of this competition will be played at the famous Santiago Bernabeu. Remember, the first leg of this competition took place in the famous Allianz Arena. This is the home ground of Bayern Munich. And of course, it is the second leg of this year's competition that is going to be a cracker of a match between these two great European giants. And in the first leg, we saw that Real Madrid managed to draw, and coming into this second leg of this competition, all the two tacticians and the players will be going gun blazing to try and make it to the final, awaiting the result of the other fixture between Dortmund and, of course, PSG under Luis Enrique. And of course, Ancelotti is coming into this match as the most experienced tactician in this competition, having won this competition a record 4 times with Real Madrid. And on the other hand, see that Thomas Tuchel has managed to win this competition once with Chelsea, a feat which he managed to get in the year of 2020. Of course, Real Madrid has a very rich history coming into this competition, having won this competition a total of 14 times, and Bayern Munich on the other side has managed to win this competition a total of 6 times, making it one of the most successful team in the history of this competition. And this is a road to Wembley, and the team which manages to get a point here or win this match is going to face the other fixture, which is pitting, of course, Dortmund and PSG. Well, let's get the show started, and before we move on, remember to view, like, subscribe and share, and also drop a comment on the comment section down below. Let's get interactive across all social media platforms, and I'll be sure to sample some of your thoughts and views on our next show. I'm able host Molo Collins, and let's get the show started. And Real Madrid will be facing Bayern Munich at Allianz Arena. This is a very, very crucial match for Carlo Ancelotti. Remember that on their way to the semi-final, Real Madrid managed to dispatch Manchester City on penalties after the match ended in a stalemate in the normal minute of 90 minutes. And Bayern Munich, on the other side, went to Emirates Stadium to face Arsenal, and they managed to get a draw. And when the reverse fixture took place, Bayern Munich managed to eliminate Arsenal courtesy of a goal of Kimmich, a goal which gave Bayern Munich a ticket into the quarter-finals. Well, these two tacticians are no strangers in this competition. We've seen that Tuchel has managed to get to another semi-final. Remember that he also did and achieved the same feat when he managed to take, that is PSG, when he was at the helm to the final, which PSG lost to Bayern Munich. And of course, he's going to try and prove a point coming into this competition against his nemesis, that is Carlo Ancelotti, the most successful coach in the history of this showbiz. And of course, Carlo Ancelotti also has managed to win more games in the history of this competition, having amassed a total of 220 something matches, which is a very good scorecard compared to Thomas Tuchel. And Bayern Munich is no smaller team, and is going to be a push and pull, especially in that midfield area. And see that a very informed Bellingham is coming into this match trying to prove a point, having already lifted the La Liga, which he managed to do so last weekend. And we see that Bayern Munich will be giving this competition a lot of importance after missing a trophy when they lost to Leverkusen, a trophy that Bayern has won for over 10 consecutive years. And it is Alonso who has managed to cut that dominance short. And this is the only competition that Tuchel and his charges are going to try and win it, because Real Madrid also being just crowned the La Liga Champions. And let's go now and look at the players to watch in this showpiece. In the semi-final, you see that, of course, Vinicius Jr., who has been a marvel for Real Madrid side, giving in assists and very crucial goals for his side. And of course, Jude Bellingham, who has just signed from Dortmund, has set the ground running throughout this season, and he has been scoring crucial goals for Real Madrid. And the Bavarians on the other side, that is Bayern Munich, has a very important player who, in the name of Harry Kane, who is currently leading the goal scoring charts in the La Liga, and he'll be trying to prove a point also to try and go and lift this UEFA Champions League. Another player that I would also like to mention is a very young lad in the name of Musiala. This is a German international who is very skillful, especially on one-on-one kind of football. And if he's given an inch to try to score goals, of course, he's going to take a mile. So this is going to be a very interesting match for both tactician. And where do you think that the battle will be won? The battle will be in the midfield, pitting the likes of Roseka and the likes of Kimmich in that midfield setup for both teams. And let's go and look at the defense. We see that Rudiger has been a very important asset for Real Madrid this season, after last season not proving a very fruitful season for Rudiger. This season, Rudiger has really set the ground running and will be a very crucial player for Real Madrid coming into this match. And of course, the likes of Toni Kroos are going to string those passes together, covering every blade of the pitch in that match at the famous Santiago Bernabeu, and it's going to be a midfield battle. And of course, the likes of Rodrigo for Real Madrid, and of course for Bayern Munich, rather, the likes of Kim Min-jae, who has not really been on song since his acquisition from Napoli, is going to try and prove a point for Bayern Munich. And of course, Real Madrid has a home advantage in the famous Bernabeu, and they'll be going all gal blazing, and it's going to be an attacking football, end-to-end football, and I promise this is going to have a lot of goal scores. According to me, I think this is a final before a final, because these two teams have very rich history among themselves, and a combined 21 European titles combined together for Real Madrid and of course Bayern Munich. And of course, Tuchel is chasing his second ever European competition and trying to fall the giant that is Real Madrid coming into this competition. And of course, it's going to be a cracker of a match between these two great sides. And I think this match is going to be won on the midfield, and the team which will manage to really settle faster is the one which will have the bragging rights between these great outfits, that is Real Madrid and of course Bayern Munich. Well, another thing that is really going to count in this match is the setup that these two tacticians are going to approach, because of course now they have nothing to lose, and I think that is going to be an attack-minded kind of play to try and get those goals for their teams. And of course, if the team that manages to score faster will have a bigger advantage towards the end of the 90 minutes, and the defense that will really stand tall in this match and try to protect their lead also will really come to play in this match. Well, let's wait and see what will really unfold at the Santiago Bernabeu, and we have to see if Carlo Ancelotti will continue with his rich form in this competition, and if on the other side Tuchel will try to go one better and try to lift this competition, because Tuchel has been in the semi-final now thrice, counting this season competition, because the first time when Tuchel did manage to take PSG into the semi-finals, and of course when he went all the way and lifted the European Champions League with, of course, Chelsea, and now he is with Bayern Munich. Well, it's going to be a very interesting match, a very attack-minded kind of match, and there'll be a lot of kicks and flares, and there'll be a lot of tackles flying left, right, and center. And it's going to be a very high octane match, a very high tempo for both teams to try and get a victory, which will really mean a lot for their season this time round. Well, let's wait and see what will happen and what will really unfold. I've been your host, Molo Collins, and this is Sport TV, your #1 leading sports channel. Let's keep the conversation going across all social media platforms, and on Facebook, I'm at Molo Collins. As for me and the rest of my crew, it's bye-bye for now. Let's do this again next time.